Today we're going to put a new chain on my chainsaw because the old one is hot garbage. Hi everyone, I'm Billy and welcome to All the Things Farmstead, where I'm just showing you kind of day-to-day life on the things that I've got to deal with. So let's go ahead and get to getting a new chain on this thing. Alright, so let me show you what kind of chainsaw I have here first. It is a Husqvarna 455 Rancher. I've had this thing for probably 11 years. It's a little moody. Last time I was using it, the chain came off. And when I was looking at it, you see the teeth here that are on the bottom side, and they are missing right here. They're gone. So this chain is shot. It's time to replace it. And of course this happened on a Sunday, and here where I live everything's closed, so I waited until Monday, and instead of driving 40 minutes to Lowe's, I went to our local Ace Hardware and bought this replacement. On the back it says that it's for, let me find it, 455 Rancher. You can see right there. So I thought, oh, I'm good. I shouldn't have a problem. Well, I took this chain out and it's too small. It doesn't fit. And this one has 78 links and it doesn't work. So I've ended up going to Lowe's and bought this replacement chain. It's a 20-inch. And the one that mine takes is a 72 link chain. So hopefully this one's going to work. So what we got to do now is take this thing apart. So something that I made a mistake previously with this chainsaw. Before you take the cover off, you have to have the chainsaw locked. Well, I didn't do that before, and I'm going to show you what happened to the inside of this, or how much fun it is to get this thing off if you don't lock this first. Alright, to get these two nuts off, it takes a 1/2-inch socket. So we'll go ahead and take this cover off. Okay, so here's the problem. This is not going to come off. I'm really going to have to get after it here. The problem is that the brake opens up. I'll get down there and show you when I take it off. But it opens up this piece that goes around another piece on this chainsaw. I don't know the names of things. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm terrible at that. A lot of things are called hoo-haws and this and that, but I'll show you when I take this off. But this thing right here is supposed to loosen up when the brake is applied. Well, because I didn't do that the first time, I screwed up the inside of this plate, which I'll show you. So I've got to really work to get this thing off, which is a big pain in the butt. So we'll get it here sooner or later. And there we have it. Alright, so now I can show you what the hell's going on with that. Let's get this chain out first. I'll show you that spot that I was talking about again. Let's find it here. Right here. So I don't know if you can see that. Where is it? There it is. Gone. So, let me show you why that top piece was so hard to get off. So when the brake is applied to the chainsaw, this little gear has been opened up and it releases tension on this. This rides on that. Well, because the first time I did this, I didn't apply the brake, and when I took this off, you have to turn this to open this spring up. Well, the first time I did it, I went through with a flathead and tried to, sorry, I got crap all over my fingers, tried to use tension to open this, and I broke all the little plastic pieces on the inside of this, and it's never been right since. It's always been a problem. So I'm going to show you what I have to do to open this up before we can even reapply this, before I can even do the chain or anything else. So let's go through that step. So I take a crescent wrench now and you put it in here, and I'm gonna have to do this on the ground and then put a tool through here, screwdriver or whatever you have, and then really just wrench on it to get this thing to turn. It's a pain in the butt, but that's what I do now. So let me put this thing on the ground and we'll do that. Alright, so let's see how many times this thing's gonna take me to try to get it to turn. Hey! First try. So I was able to get this to turn, opens this up, and now I'll be able to fit it onto the chainsaw. So let's go ahead and pull the new chain out and put this thing all back together. Alright, let's get this put together. First things first, make sure that you're putting the chain on the right direction so that the parts that are sharp, those face away from the chainsaw. You put it on the other way, you're not going to do much cutting. Let's do that. Put this bad boy on. Alright, now let's just get it fit onto this. Okay. Tighten these bad boys up. Little interruption there. The mailman came up the driveway. I'm sure you heard him. So I had to stop the video real quick to get the mail. All right, and then you can just turn this little thing here to tighten or loosen it up, and it's tight. All right, let's see if I can get the thing to start and see if it runs. I'm either gonna embarrass myself here or it'll start. We'll see. looky there. Alright, so that's how I change out the chain on a chainsaw. Maybe there's different ways, don't know, but that's what I do. So hopefully this video helped you out in case this ever happens to you, and you can get a new chain on yours. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you at the next video.